Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Coffee Cast. My name is Coffee Break, and I am here to bring you yet another game on Amateur Attack Thursday. This game is going to be on a relatively, I suppose it's not that new. Apparently it has been on GSL for a while, but it's a little bit newer to the foreign scene. It is called Belshire Beach, and it is a beautiful map and a beautiful tile set. We are going to be having a game between none other than our winner from game 1 of the night, Aciespure, spawning as the teal Protoss player in the top left, and T, our Terran Titan, spawning as the green Terran player in the lower right. Now this map, once again, beautiful map. I love the beach tile set. You even have this little middle river through the middle, which you of course can go through. These players have never played on this map before. and that folks is why I picked it, because I like messing with my players as much as humanly possible. Now let us see here. Is there anything else I need to mention about the map? Not really. Apparently the natural down here does have, it has only one entrance. It has, yes, one entrance. They were saying something about 2 entrances. The third base has 2 entrances on it. 1 entrance here, 1 entrance here. And yes, it is another King of the Hill style because we only have 3 players right now. So, like Kite, if you would like to help break the King of the Hill trend, please come to General Coffee with a 0 in Starcraft 2. I would be more than happy to not do a King of the Hill. It's just that when you have so few players ready to play, it's really the only style you can do. Really the only style you can do. Do have the gateway just finishing up, and the cybernetic score is going to be dropped just in a couple of moments. Once again, if you wish to play, go to Channel Coffee. That is Coffee with a 0 in StarCraft, and I will get you into a game as soon as possible. Cybernetic score being dropped, and this SCV just kind of sitting around. Just kind of sitting around doing absolutely nothing. Because it's Friday, gotta get down. Okay, no, it's Thursday. And we all hate that song. I heard an interesting quote, and it's totally true. We all love to hate that song. Let's be honest here. You always talk about how much it sucks. And you know that you love it, and you've got a lot of it memorized. Let's be honest. Don't lie to yourselves here. Don't lie. We do have the command center going down for T, so we will have a fast expand out of T. Pure might be doing one as well. It could definitely still come up. He might be trying to chase this SCV off first, though. T is being so pesky with that. So pesky. Fortunately for Pure, that SCV does not regenerate health. T's expansion is now just a little bit over halfway done. And I wonder if he might have expected Aciespure to go for a fast expand build. And it looks like Pure is actually going over to do that now. Has this probe in position, just needs the minerals for it. I'm wondering if he might have expected Aciespure to do this build. Because if so, he is playing towards the metagame, and playing towards the metagame is never a good thing. For those of you who don't know, metagame is the trends in which StarCraft is currently being played. And right now, the metagame for the Protoss is going to do this 1-gate expand, which Pure does pretty much every game versus Terran opponents. But that's just because it is such a powerful opening. And if you play against the metagame, a lot of the time you can find yourself just pretty much getting boned in the end. One thing that I used to see a lot of players do back before High Templar were that good, I think it was like right after the Kaidaran Amulet nerf, when Kaidaran Amulet got taken out. Ooh, Fast Ghost. Very Fast Ghost Academy from T here. Looks like he's going to be putting on a little bit of early pressure. A lot of Terrans would just blindly make Vikings. They would just make them. They wouldn't scout. They would just make Vikings. And I would go High Templar because nobody went High Templar. And a lot of the time, they would have, 5, 10 Vikings in the air, and I would just lay down 2 storms on whatever ground force they would have, and it would be gone. It would be gone. I would pretty much win the game right there. We do have concussive shells on the way, and as well as a double forge. So Aciespure looking to do another double forge upgrade like he did in that previous matchup. Very powerful if it goes unchecked. T just needs to make sure to not fall too far behind in that upgrade count, and he should be alright. 3rd gateway dropping down. Will we be seeing tech or upgrades or units? I don't know. I don't know, folks. One ghost is on the way now. Concussive shells just finishing up. This expansion for both players now is complete. So, no real advantage to anybody in that harvester count. However, T does have the income advantage because he does have mules. He does have mules on the map. And that really is like the focal point of any Terran expansion. It doesn't matter that you get this extra base. It matters that you get the extra mule. I swear, that is not actually true. I am just joking around because I have qualms with mules sometimes. That much I will say. Look, a factory! We have a factory now down on the field. I doubt we will be seeing any nuke play in this game, even as much fun as it is. The last game really just showed how ineffective nuke play can be, and nukes are not cheap. They are a lot cheaper than I thought, actually. They're only 100 now. But still, that's a lot of money just kind of spent, and a lot of the time, it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. You saw in that last game, B tried to drop a nuke at the main base of Aciespure, and Pure just pulled his probes, and absolutely no damage was done. It wasn't enough to kill a pylon. It wasn't. Nukes aren't enough to kill a nexus for certain. So it was just kind of ineffective all total. Now T does have a pretty nasty looking force, and it looks like he might be moving out. Nope. No, he will not be moving out. We do have 1-1 just about to finish for our Protoss player. That is going to be very important if this push does eventually come. Now, this is a very, very Marauder-centric force. I don't think he's actually scouted the army for Aciespure yet, which actually is almost completely Zealots. This is almost completely Zealot army, and there are now a few Stalkers being warped in. But this EMP is going to be clutch, because Zealots without shields are really, really just not all that great. Now, there are quite a few force fields in this army as well. He could really actually force field this entire army in half. Just put 5, I believe, force fields along this cliff line here, and he would be able to just do ridiculous amounts of damage to T as quickly as he wanted. We do have three barracks down. Oh, and it looks like here comes that pressure. The Zealots are now moving up the ramp. Oh my goodness, I clicked the wrong button. E. And now we do have force fields going down. The entire army can no longer be microed back. And my goodness, there wasn't. I don't even know if there was an EMP in that battle. And T's army just gets mopped up. The Marauders falling to all of those Zealots. And that just goes to show how good Zealots are when they get in that front line. And there's the GG from T. My goodness, we have seen a couple of fairly one-sided battles out of Aciespure so far. Just mopping up. Absolutely. Once again, the turning point was really just that all those force fields. The 1-1 definitely was an advantage in that battle. 1-1 was definitely an advantage. However, the force fields were just the clutch thing. T could no longer micro his army back, use the advantage of his SimCity layout of his base. So in that game, Aciespure just able to once again dominate his Terran opponent. Aciepure's PvT style looking very, very strong.